I went to listen to Jen Baker speak about leadership and followership. She's the assistant director of athletics at Cornell. She was in the Navy, she was a pilot, and an engineer. She was the sort of person who I would describe as an inspirational role model. When people told her that she couldn't do something, she had to prove them wrong, and she was always looking for the hardest, most challenging thing to accomplish. Her talk was about who has the power, leader or followers. Without followers that trust and support the leader has no power. Leaders also commonly have advisors to help them. For example, the president has a whole cabinet to help them. A good leader listens to the advice of more experienced people who may happen to be followers of this leader. This would make following an important part of being a good leader. And being a good follower doesn't mean that you try to follow blindly, but it means you try to help the group and know when to try and advise the leader and help them make good decisions. So a good follower must know when to take a step up and lead for a bit. Another example of how leadership and could just be a person on a team who, by their good work, inspires other people. They're a follower because they're just on the team like everyone else, but they're leading. For example, a freshman on a team often will look to the sophomore members for help and advice, even though the sophomore members are usually not the captains of the team, so they lead, but they're also following at the same time. This shows that leadership and followership are often hard to distinguish. We're often told that leadership is important and we need to be a leader, but since leadership and followership go hand in hand, why are we never told to be a good follower who supports and helps and advises a leader? Why isn't advising a leader considered a good role? I found this talk to be very interesting and thought-provoking, since it really questions what we're taught about leadership and followership. And Jen Baker, being a very inspirational and driven person, was a great person to have talk about this subject.